Yesterday, there was a hell of a battle in Morocco. I mean, we had Maro, Fialho, Emil Walker, we had Kamal, the Morocco hometown hero, and we had Omar Solomon all battling for another Olympia ticket. I mean, this show was a great one. Let's break down these physiques. Let's break down what happened in Morocco. Joining me today, as always, I have my boy Emile Bolton and Philip Naselli. Let's go. You know, boys, this weekend was special because we only had one pro show, and that one pro show was the Morocco Pro. And I want to start off covering third place Kamal. I haven't seen Kamal on stage in about a year or two, and I forgot how awesome this physique is, how much muscle Kamal has, and the stage presence is just dope. It's a beautiful shape when you begin to break down his physique. I love his posing. The most dominant body part maybe on that entire stage out of all the competitors. I'm gonna have my other hosts break these guys down, but Kamal's back to me was extremely impressive because it had the muscle, but not only that, it had the width. Some guys have a lot of depth, a lot of 3D muscle, a lot of muscle that pops at you, but they're missing that width on those outer lats. Not Kamal. And what that does when you have those wings, when you have those outer lats like Kamal, it gives you that beautiful X-frame. I love the posing. I love the stage confidence. This must have felt great for him to be back on stage in his hometown of Morocco. I mean, this is a clean look altogether. You look at the wheels. What do these judges talk about? What do they want to see? They want to see a balanced men's physique pro, a balanced men's physique Olympian. That's Kamal. Third place for Kamal, which again is a fantastic finish. I believe this is his 2025 debut. We didn't see him all this year compete, and finally we got to see him in December, and it was a beautiful showing. I know he's only going to get better from this. This is a very exciting physique that I love to see on stage. I've been covering Kamal for, I swear guys, like 4 or 5 years, and here's the boys, man. Mauro, Fialho, we have Kamal, Omar Solomon, Emil Walker, the king of Europe. And right away, who has the most muscle? I'm telling you guys, Kamal has a lot of muscle throughout the arms, throughout the chest. The waist may not be the smallest up there, but he does a good job in turning his waist to just really accentuate that shape of his. It's a tough battle though. Here he is switching with Mauro Fialho, another Olympian. That guy got 13th place at the 2025 Olympia. And then there's those boys, Emil Walker and Maro right in the middle. Omar Solomon happy to be up there in 4th place, but far left, Kamal is impressive to me. Is impressive. I think he can come in a little bit harder. I think the conditioning can get even better. I think he's going to get better. I don't know what show Kamal is going to end up doing, but for his very first show that I've seen him compete in this year, look at the back, boys. This is what I'm talking about. That back is a very special back. The insertions, the width, how low the lats connect. I'm impressed. Kamal, the voice of men's physique, is impressed. This is a hell of a showing, man. And here he is hitting a kind of a crab, a most muscular. Striations are going crazy. Again, the muscle is there. The posing was there for me. You know, Kamal says, we're not finished yet. I flippin' hope not, brother. You better not be finished, bro, because I like this physique, and I know the fans like this physique, and I love the Moroccan fans, how many they are and how many engaged Moroccan fans they are that were rooting you on this weekend. I saw it all throughout on social media. Kamal, my brother, very well done. The Men's Physique Show will be tuning in to see what you do next. And I love that you say you're not finished yet. But I want to know what happened to Mauro Fialho. Philip, give it to him.
Thanks, Hart. Let me talk about the guy that came second, Mauro Fialho. And man, what a season this guy has had. He rode the highest of highs. He's ridden the lowest of lows. He also rode that midpoint as well. But above all that, this guy has tried every trick in the book to try to impress those European judges. We saw him tweak his posing from week to week. He changed his look from week to week. The guy even changed his goddamn hairstyle towards the tail end of 2025 just to impress those judges. And don't get me wrong, I believe he definitely did, but it wasn't enough for him to secure a pro show win in 2025. Let's talk about the Marrakesh show, and again, another improved version of Maro, that is for sure. Now, looking at him from top to bottom, the guy, in my opinion, could not have changed anything else. From what we've seen week on week on week, the only thing that was really in his control was his conditioning, and we knew that Mauro was always going to come in condition, and that's exactly what he did at this show. When he turns to the back though, looking at all the backs, Mauro definitely has the biggest back in the top 4. The only thing that sets him apart from everyone else is the amount of detail that is in that back. Yes, he has the thickness, but it seems to me that the European judges are definitely favoring detail over mass. So maybe that's the one thing where he was maybe disadvantaged in comparison to the rest of the guys. But that being said, Mauro was still able, with that disadvantage, he was still able to come in second. Now, the one thing that I would love to see, and this is my personal opinion, is to see Mauro change that front shot. I don't know what it is, but he never really gives us any other variation to that front shot. It's always that, 2 hand on hip, 1 foot slightly forward sort of front pose. I would love to see what Mauro looks like with that slightly angled 1 hand on hip variation. I'm not sure, it might make him look even wider at the top, even smaller at the waist. But it's a variation that I would love to see moving into 2026. Now, I also want to talk about strategy and game plan for Mauro moving into 2026, because in my opinion, if we look at the physiques that were presented in Europe as opposed to the physiques that were presented in America, in my humble opinion, I believe Mauro's physique is closer to the guys in America than Europe. We can also say, based on what we saw at the Olympia, in comparison to what we're seeing in Europe, it's almost like the American judges favor Mauro's look over what the European judges are favoring. So that makes me think, is Mauro better off running the gauntlet in the US in 2026 to take home that Olympia qualification? Because end of the day, we need to be strategic. Mauro needs to be strategic about the shows that he does. He can't afford to be running from America to Europe, back to America, back to Europe. So does it make sense for Maro to just plant and locate himself in America for a month or so, run the gauntlet there, and then take home and hopefully cement his Olympia qualification that way? It's definitely something for Maro to consider moving into 2026. Guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Should Maro continue to fight in Europe to win his Olympia qualification, or should he situate himself in America and try his luck that way to secure his 2026 Mr. Olympia qualification? I'd love to know your thoughts. But other than that, Alim, let him know about last weekend's winner.
It was a great assessment of Mauro Fialho, Phil. Thanks. Who I want to talk about is Emil Walker. Emil Walker, the king of Europe, has essentially gone into Europe like Hannibal on elephants and conquered. He started off at the Prague Pro, winning first. Then he came to the States and won the Hurricane Pro, coming in first. Then he went to the Romanian Pro, came in second there behind Andre Diu, but like he told us on our show, he was going to change his posing. We have pointed out a couple of things. His coach pointed out a couple of things. Mehdi Kabaj, the Moroccan legend himself, a current pro going to the Olympia, and he changed his posing. If you notice, he brought the arms down when he faces the curtain and has less space between his lats and his arms. He also widened his stance to provide more of an X-frame depiction of the physique. His conditioning in this Moroccan Pro show was top notch. You could see the veins coming in the rhomboids, the lats, in the chest area. Of course, his abs are always very, very bubbly, and he's got a great cage around the abs, and the obliques come in like he was cut by Wolverine on the sides. Let me tell you something. After the Romania Pro, he told us in our interview that he was going to win the Spanish Grand Prix, and he did that in a Conor McGregor-esque fortune-telling fashion. Then he said he was going to go to Moroccan Pro and win the Moroccan Pro. In fact, I wished him luck, and I said, if you win, we're going to talk about you, and it's going to be legendary, my friend. And then he responded back and said, big bro, it's not if I win, it's when I win. You had it messed up from the beginning, big bro. It's when I win. And he was 100% correct. He won, and won hands down. This is the best look that I've seen from Emil Walker. He was the fullest to date. He was the most conditioned and well-balanced to date. His posing was top-notch, top tier. I have to agree with Mehdi Kabaj though. He has a little bit more conditioning for them to work on leading up to the Olympia in order to make it in that top tier, top 5 athletes. We're talking your Ed Vons, your Aaron Banks, your Ali Bilal, Ryan Terry. When you look at those athletes, the conditioning is on such another level that he's got the frame. Emil has the frame, he has the look, but just coming in a little bit tighter is going to make a world of a difference and certainly going to put him in that top 5, 6, possibly even the win at the rate that he's going right now. Another thing I want to point out about Emil Walker that a lot of people don't know. Emil Walker is not only a phenomenal athlete, but he's a phenomenal human being. He helps foster kids. Many people don't know that. Emil Walker's mission in life is to make impact and to impact others, the youth that are coming up. And my man, I applaud you for that because you're an honorable individual. And that is why, not only because of your wins, but because of the humanity that you have now officially thrown your name in the Men's Physique Show's hat for Let's Go Athlete of the Year 2025. We are going to be talking to Emil Walker in additional interviews leading up to the Olympia, and we plan to have him sit down with us at the Olympia and do an interview with him. You don't want to miss that. Last thing I'm going to say about this, Emil Walker, loved everything about how you presented yourself. The only thing I didn't like that you had on stage was the amount of that check. That check was only $2,000 USD. You have guys in the open division who don't put as many butts in seats making $700,000 for winning like Derek Lunsford at the Olympia. However, you have someone like Ryan Terry making $50,000, $60,000 at the Olympia when it's men's physique and bikini that put more butts in seats than any other division. In my humble opinion, Emil Walker deserved more in terms of his purse. Yeah, he's got Fathers and Sons as a sponsor, ESN as a sponsor, and Dark Sports as a sponsor. But we're not counting his pockets. We're talking about what's deserved on the stage. He performed on the stage, and in our humble opinion, at the Men's Physique Show, he should be winning more in terms of that purse. And last thing I just want to say about Emil Walker is Monty's going to have you killing it, my friend. I know there's no quit in you. We can't wait to see the improvements, but we want first dibs on all the latest news that you're dropping. Let's go. Off to you, Hart.
I could just suck on this thing all day long. You boys know what this is? This is that liquid sear pump, aka liquid glycerol. If I'm going to the gym, I need a pump. This is what I take. Use my code HART. I love these huge supplements. I'm telling you, Manifest is going to take over the world next year. And if you're part of any other board short company that isn't Manifest, you might want to rethink it. I'm just telling you, you're going to be surprised what happens next year. I'm grateful to be a part of Manifest. Use my code HART if you're competing sometime next year. Save some money and buy the best stage shorts in the damn game, baby. That's Manifest. And finally, shout out to our last sponsor of the day, Physique. Thank you for being a part of the channel, Physique. We love you. Other than that, boys, I'm going to get out of here. Happy Monday. We'll see you throughout this week. We have some dope interviews dropping of multiple Olympians. Me and the boys, Aleem and Phil, we got on and we chatted up for about an hour with a couple guys. We'll drop those interviews throughout the week, so stay tuned. And we'll see you later. I love you. Have a fantastic week. Hope all of you are well. Take that vitamin C. Don't be getting sick out there. Stay strong, boys. I love you. We'll see you soon.